In a small American rural town, David lives with his abusive father William but without his mother, who left them when he was 5. At school, David likes to hang out with his crush Millie, a girl who dreams of traveling around the world. David knows about this dream and one day, he gifts Millie a snow globe with the Eiffel Tower in it. Millie loves it, but the sweet moment is interrupted by Mark, who teases David for being a dork and throws the snow globe in the middle of a frozen lake. David is determined to retrieve it, but when he walks on the ice, it's not thick enough to withstand his weight and it breaks. The frozen water takes the boy and it makes him panic to the point where he suddenly disappears from the lake, only to appear again inside a library. Confused and scared, David decides to ignore what just happened and go home. William immediately begins yelling at David for being late, so David hides in his room, locking the door. Furious, William begins pushing the door and when he's about to burst in, David disappears and shows up at the library again. Finally accepting he has superpowers, David returns home, grabs his savings, and escapes in order to start a new life. First though he stops by Millie's house to leave the snow globe so she knows he's alive and well. Next, David moves to the city, rents a dingy room at a motel, and begins testing his powers. The first few times he ends up crashing against a tree, but eventually he gets the hang out of it by looking at pictures of the places he wants to go to. His first visit is to the Empire State Building, where David has fond memories of his mother Mary. When he feels ready, David visits a bank to get an idea of what it looks like inside, and in the evening he teleports inside the vault to steal all the money. While David celebrates in his little room, the bank discovers the robbery and Roland shows up pretending to be NSA. He has experience with cases like this and knows of the existence of jumpers. In fact, he's sure one of them did this. 8 years later, David is living the best life. He has a luxurious penthouse apartment in New York filled with expensive objects and such good control of his powers that he uses them just to reach the kitchen. His walls are full of pictures of landmarks that allow him to easily teleport anywhere in the world to spend the day, like having a picnic on top of the Sphinx. One evening, he shows up in London and enters a pub. Here he teleports to the bar to pick up a girl. This carelessness